Welcome to the Love and Live Show. And I have Fire still here. We're doing part 2. And we're going to continue. Don't forget, you know what to do. Subscribe, bell button, thumbs up, comment below, and share this video.
And when you're bonding and you're really close, and it's your energy. And this is what I'm learning. We all have an energy about us, a vibe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? We have this connection with us, right? So to me, now, okay, I'm 60 now. A lot of people, don't fall over your seat.
Yeah, I wasn't going to tell you how old she was, but after she said 7 years one and 6 years in age.
Yeah, well, yeah. I have 4 adult kids. I even have grandkids. But I think that with me now, today, and of course we got COVID and stuff like that going on around, I'm learning really to be content. And so I'm like, I don't know what to do now that I'm single again.
Yeah.
And how to do this again. You know what I'm saying at all. But at the same time, I do not want to live in fear. I do not want to live in fear, but I want to live in cautious, and I want to live, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. So I don't even know how how I'm going to be.
Yeah, because back in the day when I was single, I know there was all these different rules, and I had a lot of issues with feeling guilty about a lot of stuff because I was in church and I was and stuff like that. But then again, I'm the one that's being held accountable. Nobody else is being held accountable for my actions.
Yeah.
But I also knew that because you get confused by church people saying if you do it and you're doing it intentionally. But I've always was doing it. So my thing is, if Lord, you don't want me to do this, take the need from me because I can't take the need. And there's sometimes where I'm about to get ready and it end up stopping. And then of course there was a time before I met my husband, I hated men and I was done. I was like, I don't want to date. We could go. I mean, I can't say I didn't want to date because I like dating. I didn't want to be in a relationship. I just wanted to date. And then here comes my husband, and he was a nothing. And when I say he was nothing of who I would have ever picked on my own. And after I went to his hometown, I was nothing he would have ever picked. So it was a godsend that we were together, and like we get closer and closer every year. But I was looking at people's relationships and seeing all these people dating, and I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could. And I'm not saying that I would go through the same thing somebody else is going through. It just seems like it's too much. And everybody's following these new rules that I can't follow.
These new rules are very scary.
Yes.
They're very scary in this world right now, to be honest, because it's like everything is accepted.
Yeah.
Everything is accepted. There's this new little, in the moment, this is just our moment. No one wants commitment.
Mm-mm.
Everybody wants to be like,
I want to drive the car before we get
in
a relationship.
It's what? It's like, what? Are we really serious? And so it's just too fast.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as courting anymore. Hardly.
Yeah.
Dating and courting or whatever. So the world is away from that. It's just who's the sexiest, who's, how many you can get, male, female. There is no rules no more. In other words, so it's extremely scary because, especially if you're not already married.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're married, I guess if your husband is an out there type of a husband, but when you're married, at least it's like, it means a lot now. To me, in my life, it's like, oh my gosh, too bad I didn't get married before then, before now.
I don't know, because even these new wave marriages, they're including people into their
relationship. Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. I wish I would have got married back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying, even the people that have been married for 30 years,
they're getting involved with this.
They're like joining what's going on. That's why you're seeing a lot of divorces. They've been married 30, 40 years.
It takes me back to their source. What are they connected to? Okay.
Well, it's honestly, you don't know because I don't think they know.
What I'm saying, no. If you was connected to the right source in your life, your power, then you won't even desire to want to get being a part of that. Think about that. It still goes back to your integrity, who you are, what you believe, what you're connected to. Now you say especially older. No, because I'm being around this new stuff too. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We all around this new stuff.
I see it.
I don't desire it. I'm connected to something that's gonna you don't want that.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? When you're connected in love with your power source, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's a relationship all by itself. It's like you're not gonna want to do nothing to go out there if you know that whoever you're in love with and connected to, okay? Yeah. My Yahweh, my Yahshua, I'm gonna just say that. And if I know that that's my main love, and my main love don't want me out there looking like this or doing that, I mean, because I could. I'm 60. I could get my 60s on. I'm an artist. I could do it. Oh, I got it. Oh, I can't wait to finish that song. But what I'm saying is, I'm not going to exploit my body or because I think I might be good looking or whatever. There's money out there. People are desperate. I could have done that. If that was in my spirit, I would have been that type of a woman.
Yeah, but that's
years ago. And why would I want to turn that way right now?
But a lot of people already had them inside, and not just COVID, but I'm just saying a lot of people had it inside of them. Mm-hmm. But now they feel free to do it because it's now open to be doing.
Now that's definitely okay. So you're coming from that direction. Definitely, I know I'm in that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that era of understanding that. Wait a minute. We have the freedom to be who we want to be. C-D-D-D, right?
Yeah.
Well, I have that same freedom, especially as a single woman.
Mm-hmm.
But because I'm connected to a certain service, there's still going to be a limit to my freedom as far as what I know I can and can't do, regardless of what the laws and everything else is saying out there. We have, and you do too, an eternal law within us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of what we will do, what we won't do. No matter what Jim, Sally, John, and Marge is doing. No matter what the world is accepting, right? Yeah. You see it all around us. But we know the saying is what greater is
within me
that's within me than he that's in this world. Again, it goes back to what I believe, what we're connected to.
I say that, but sometimes the reason I say it, and I have a lot of issues with it, is because when I was younger, there were certain things you couldn't do in a relationship regardless. If it came out, then you were called a hoe, slut, tramp as female. Mm-hmm. So even though now I'm married and I'm older, I still have those penetrating my mind to say that. So if I'm already this person, like I used to try to hold down my sexuality and talking about sex and stuff because I thought maybe that was an issue. But that was more of a hindrance. I think I'm now being open with my daughter and talking about sex and being free with my mouth with it. She does, none of her friends can tell her anything. She can actually school them and educate them because I'm so open about it. But it also gives her the mindset to understand that having sex, there's emotional trauma, there's all different other traumas that's connected that could be sexual, because once that person enters you, it's a whole new world for you. And then when that person leaves you, it can hurt you in a core differently than if you're just dating somebody and you guys break up and that hurt. It's totally different if he enters you and get hurt. So as I said, some people already have it in them. They've just been holding it down because biblically we're not supposed to do this. Biblically we're not supposed to do it. Right. And the reason I'm doing quotation signs because it's like, if God doesn't want you to do it, he's going to take it away from you. It's when we as human beings or man or however you want to say, we try to take it away from ourselves, and then that's when we go jump back in further. But if God takes it away, you don't want to do it. Because I used to be, when I was single, before I met my husband, I showed nothing but cleavage all the time. I was a cleavage girl. And my husband never said, oh, stop doing it.
Right.
But pretty soon the desire, the desire left. And when the desire leaves, that God took the desires from me, I don't crave it anymore.
Right.
But they don't teach you that in church. They just say, now you're saved, you can't do this.
Right.
If you do it, you're a hypocrite. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
I like that. You're right. I like that.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
I try to stay focused on what your connection is. If you feel like you're wrong, like it might have sound bad and it could be a hypocrite or whatever. When I used to pray and say, Lord, if you don't want this to happen, you got to take it away, because I cannot say no. I can say no, but my body is not saying no, so my body's going to say yes, why I'm saying no. So something would always happen where he couldn't do what he needed to do, or you just couldn't get in. So those were your subjects there. So that was it. So I would say that because it's especially when we talk about being a Christian and all that other stuff. That's why I just try to have a relationship with Christ, because now that I know all the stuff I used to be scared of and hinder, if I would have just been able to be myself and God didn't, and He took it away. Because I remember my pastor always said, He takes it away. He don't need your help. Because if you know you did it on your own, why would you ever call Him? I said, okay. So now everything, whatever I want to do, after He said it, whatever I want to do, I did it. And I would pray, if you don't want me to do this, you better stop it. It's happening. Because it was my desire. Because regardless, you do your desire. Because then if you don't, then you go crazy. I remember trying to be celibate, and all my friends was having sex, and I was like, oh, that sounds so much fun. And then I would just crave it like crazy. I was craving it more than me just when I got mad before I met my husband. I just got mad and said, oh, but then I didn't want to have sex. The desire was gone. Because I was mad and fed up. So my husband had to wait till we got married for us to have sex, because the desire and everything was gone. But then when I said I do, then, he was like, you're going to stay in this hotel room until, things get done. Right. I was like, oops, okay. But I want to go out there.
I think with me, it was a little bit different. I think it's because, I think when the way you're introduced, when you're a child,
that has a lot to do with it.
And so with me, I was never that, you know what I'm saying? It was just different. I think it's basically because of 9 years old being, you know what I'm saying? Being raped by 3 teens, so it just kind of
stop it.
It stopped me from, even though I had my promiscuous times, but I can't say I was really promiscuous, because I look at myself now as naive, this hopeless romantic, this person that when you're so insecure, ladies, be careful of this. When you're so insecure, girls, of yourselves, and the first young boy or young man give you attention, it's going to give you this feeling like, oh my God, somebody thinks I'm beautiful. Without you, and immediately we go like, oh my God, this guy is interested in me. He thinks I'm beautiful, yada yada yada. And then you wind up wanting to do, because you want to keep that, and you think that doing what they may want you to do will keep you in that relationship. When you're young and naive and don't know, you know what I'm saying? Or if you have not been in a home to where you're, well, it's happened regardless. It just doesn't matter, because your hormones, as you're growing from adolescent, you know what I'm saying, as you're maturing and growing, you want to know now, mommy, daddy, love y'all, but I need to see, you know what I'm saying? I need to see what, the opposite sex is going to feel to me. And the more, you reserve for, all kind of areas. But that's a side of us as humans that is a part of our nature, to find out who we are, even in our sexuality, as we're transitioning. You know what I'm saying? Our hormones and everything is transitioning, and it's like girl meets boy. And then that's why, in a way, now you're going to think some of y'all think I'm a little crazy for this.
Okay, what you going to say?
When it comes to boys playing with dolls, it is us that put in a boy's head, you're going to be a homosexuality if you play with dolls. To me, I didn't learn later on to where that is the furthest from the truth. That is so wrong. That's why, now think about this. When I used to give my mother, rest in peace, and she used to love her scalp scratched. Get on her back, scratch her scalp. Next thing you know, she's asleep. Brush her hair. We women like that. So when we don't teach our men, even to practice how to brush a woman's hair, how to take care of a woman, do you see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with you learning how to dress it. I would love to come home and my man got me an outfit ready for the night, knowing what I like on the table.
Different brothers like that, but their brothers like women. They love women. Like I always put people in their categories. Like there's guys out there that just want to have sex. They're not in love with a woman.
No, and the women too. That's both ways though.
But it's more men than it is women. No, it is. There's nowadays. I can't say nowadays.
Right.
I'm gonna go back to
let's
days.
go. Yeah. Let's make
I don't know, because right now women can be prostitutes and men love them. Back in the day, my mom would be like, a man don't want to know that you was a hoe. Nowadays, men don't care. So I can't say about right now.
Right.
But I'm just saying. I've always said, a man who loves a woman and stuff like that will treat her like that, regardless if he wants a relationship and it's just a fling or not. And I saw that when I was younger. I had a male friend and he just treated women with respect and love and cherish, and he would do all the stuff. He would give her some clothes, he would do this and that, and the woman would be like, and he would tell people, I'm only on this earth to please women sexually. But women would always be like, I can change him, I could change him, I could change him. And it wasn't, you couldn't. Because he really thought in his mind that, but it was a woman that didn't have sex with him right away. It was a woman that didn't, and he had to really fall in love with her personality on his own. The next thing I know, when I came back to Portland, he was married. And I was like, what?
Oh, okay.
Well, his whole world changed, but that's what I said. It's a different nowadays because sexuality is so free. Mm-hmm. My daughter told me, you told me that they even now doing stuff that where they're making kid dolls for people so they will not want to rape and molest younger girls. So they have sex dolls that are kids.
Wow.
So that's how bad the world is getting. We don't think about stuff like that. And my daughter told me that. So it's stuff that she looks up and finds out that she told me. So it's out there, and it's a strange thing. But now you guys know, dating ain't that easy. And hold on to your husband or your wife, because you never know what's going to happen. You know what?
That's why I said, that's why I was saying, dang, I wish I was married before this time. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, you are.
Because I'm in a time right now to where, okay, I'm messed up all the way around. I don't look my age, so I'm always getting these younger gentlemen that's liking me, and it's like, dude, what do I do? What do I do? Do I stop telling? Because at first my defense mechanism, was like, look, my son is older, and I just away.
There you go.
I don't care, and I done watched Stella got her groove back several times, and I'm like, I ain't a Stella, I ain't a cougar.
I'll be a cougar.
Look, I ain't trying to be.
But
this is 2021.
Right, let me become a widow.
And my whole thing is, wait, I've never been married.
18-year-olds gonna learn. I'll just like it. Oh, my daughter ain't laughing.
Oh my gosh. It ain't funny.
Just joking.
So you just that's like I said, I don't know what my future holds when it comes to, that. To be honest, I really don't. So I don't go out. I don't chase anyway. Things lock down anyway. It doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna live the best way I know how to live.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Zoom. You can have some Zoom relationships.
I don't want that on mine. I don't want no Zoom relationship on mine. I don't want no Zoom. You better zoom out.
Zoom out the kids on. Zoom out. Hey,
yeah, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. That's hilarious. No,
I don't know her song like you know my song, but for real, I really can't answer. All I could say is back in the day when I was dating, and it's so much different being single back then than even being single right now.
Yeah.
Right now, being single is like, you got to value that.
Well, yeah, you got to.
Today is different. Being single, it's like, I'm good. Yeah. I'm Gucci like a mug, man. I'm Gucci because I'm not trying to take no risk and no chance. But at the same time, I know this. That's just because nothing has came my way.
Nothing for nothing.
Leaves nothing. Hey, you got to have something if you want to deal with me.
Thank you again for watching the Love and Live show. We're cooking with fire, eating with us on our thing, on our part 2, and we appreciate it. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, thumbs it up, comment below, and of course share this video. And remember to love and live each day as if it were your last. Smooches!